Hello.
Hello, Dos. How you going, mate?
Good, thanks, mate. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. And for our listeners, we're speaking with Caden MacDonald, AFL YouTuber, a real stalwart of the AFL content creating game. We were just talking about the D's result on the weekend, which you were probably pretty fond of. So what were your thoughts on the win?
Jeez, well, first of all, thanks for having me on, lads. I really appreciate it.
And ladies, thanks.
And ladies.
Thank you, Ken.
Yeah, I was pumped. I was pumped on Thursday night to get the chockies. I was really, really concerned with the 3 losses, and it started to circle back to sort of the bad days of being a Melbourne supporter. But no, to get the win on Thursday, it sort of rejuvenated my faith, and I'm excited for this week.
Oh, do you have traumatic memories of last year when the Crows beat you guys?
I do, actually.
Sorry to bring it up.
Hopefully there's still a few good memories from last year. I can remember one game at the end of the year.
Yeah, but it never really made up for that round 10 clash. So hoping the boys can come back over and right the wrong. But it's games like this that is a bit of a danger. And certainly if we do find ourselves 3 goals up with a minute and a half to go, I still won't think it's over, because Tex might just bang him for 50 and the game might get taken away from us.
I'll tell you what, mate. Anthony, by the way, nice to meet you. Obviously, Max Gawn's a massive out. Do you think that Luke Jackson's going to have any trouble coming up against Riley O'Brien?
See, I like Rob. I like big Riley O'Brien.
Yes.
He's one of my favourites. I just like what Luke Jackson does, like when the ball hits the deck. So
Follow-up work.
100%. So no matter whether he gets sort of manhandled in the ruck, which he sort of did on Thursday night against the Big O, it doesn't really matter, because what he does straight after that, and especially like spreading from the contest, is super, super exciting. So I guess it would just be the marking around the ground that I'd be a little bit concerned of. But if you can have that contest, I think... we won't see too much of an issue without Big Gawny, but hopefully he's back. He might be back this week, apparently.
Fingers crossed for you guys. I will be honest, I think Luke Jackson could bend down up and down 10 times before it would take Rob to get down to the ground once.
Yeah, definitely.
He's like that drinking bird out of The Simpsons, mate. He takes forever to get down.
Kodos, this is Peter here. I know that Luke Jackson kicks a lot better than Rob. We think that Rob kicks like a giraffe taking a shit. That's how long it takes for the ball gets to his feet. But who's like your one of the players for Melbourne that is always under pressure from the media or even the fans, etc., but holds a dear part of your heart?
There's always a couple. My favourite players growing up were always players that got chewed up and spat out of the AFL system, and I just had like the biggest soft spots for like Jimmy Tompus was one of my favourites.
Jimmy Tompus.
Good Eagles boy.
I've got a Jimmy Tompus signed number 5 Guernsey hanging in my closet, and I try to convince people that it's now Christian Petrarca, but because from 2013, people call me out.
Except it's just Jim in big block letter.
That's me. Whatever happened to old Jimmy? He went to Port, didn't he, after you guys? And
then he did fuck all.
Then nothing happened.
Yeah. Didn't really take off for the great man. But so I like to whip these sort of players home. Even Ricky Pettard earlier in my sort of demon-loving days. But I found myself really loving Sammy Wiedemann's work, and he's the nicest bloke off field.
Yeah, we love the week.
And he shows a fair bit on field, but hasn't quite been able to put together that sort of block of games to solidify himself in the side. So Sammy Weed's my favourite, and he'll be doing a little bit of rucking this weekend. So we'll see a bit of him.
I hate to bring it back to Melbourne versus the Crows, but my main memory of Sam Wiedemann is when we played Melbourne up in Darwin.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and he had a chance to win the game with a kick that he sprayed, I think, late on.
2019?
Real late on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2019, and we'd just come off the prelim, and I was just going, this is going to be a fun year. And I think we won 5 games. And, there were so many games where we lost by under 10 points, and that was another one where we were sort of gallant all game and kick inside 50 late. Young Weed throws himself at it, marks it. he was directly in front and then just absolutely hooked it. So, yeah, that was a very frustrating season. Another loss to the Crows that was close.
Elodie, you know what? We're gonna do Fantasyland at some point.
Yes.
I'm gonna give my one Fantasyland call for the week.
Get
now,
Clary in
while
your
we've
team?
got
Is
Caden,
that
yes.
what you're trying to say?
If you're gonna have one captain this week, it has to be Clayton Oliver.
Yeah.
Because every game at Adelaide Oval, he seems
he
to have
does.
like
Tears us
35 touches, fucking 2-3 goals. I think he scored 204 the last time he came and played against us. So he'll be one I'm looking for. Most disposals. Put your money on it.
I don't like Clayton Oliver. He looks like a Karen. That's all I got.
I don't know. He stands next to Christian Petrarca, the most handsome man in the AFL.
It's delicious.
Plays his role, Clary. Plays his role.
And now, just before we let you go, I wanted to flip the switch on you. So normally you're the person asking goes all right or doesn't go all right, and we've stolen your segment a little bit here from your podcast, which the listeners can find on Spotify. We just want to ask you, Crom beanies, goes all right or don't go all right?
They go very all right. I see them all over my TikTok. They are, they're taking over the sort of Insta-fear, the old Crom beanie. So goes very all right.
And last thing before we let you go, do you want to plug all of your socials and YouTube channel for the listeners, mate?
Oh, absolutely. So Goes All Right is my Spotify potty where we talk a little bit of jargon, a little bit of footy. I've been trying to get some Crows boys on there, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. And then just Caden MacDonald on YouTube. I just sort of vlog myself going to D's games. So if you want to see a Nuffy be upset every couple of weeks, then tune into that.
Beautiful.
Great.
Well,
Sounds good.
From the sound of it, this bloke has more followers than you can poke a stick at, so he must be doing something. And it's a pleasure to have you on, mate.
Beautiful, guys. Thanks so much. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Caden. Go Crom.
Thanks. See ya. Go Crom.
And he's been washed away to sea. Okay.
He wouldn't say the go come back.
Yeah,
He wasn't having it really.
No, but it sounds like a good bloke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get around him.
I've been watching his YouTube videos since I was like 13. He's been around the block a couple of times.